Hey, we're Snappers, this is TortimerTheGreyYT. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Gray version Season 2. Today we are in the OU tier, and we are doing our first gym in the OU tier, which is the normal gym. Starting off today against Arctic Animal, or Mac, as he's better known around the channel. And he has got his first route normal team, which is awesome. Love me some first route rodents, and he's even thrown in a Pidgeot and... well, no, he pretty much just threw in a Pidgeot. Otherwise, it's a first route rodent team. Whirlpool coming in, going to take the Hurricane, throw up the Volt Switch up on the Mega Pidgeot there. Legion going to take a Heat Wave and go down immediately. And then Yorick comes in, takes a Hard Hurricane. Going to get the Punch Up, though, and finish off the Pidgeot. So thank you so much, Mac. I appreciate it greatly. Alright, battle number 2 up against Scad, and Scad decided she wanted to do a double battle this week, and I was like, you know what, I haven't planned for it, but I really don't do a whole lot of planning for these battles anyway, so why not? Let's do it. And so she challenged me to a doubles battle, and it was actually kind of fun. So if you guys feel like you are wanting to do that at some point, why not? Why not? We'll do it. We've got Harrier Joy up against Hanu and Scad. Hanu goes down. Scad is going to throw up the substitute, but have it broken immediately by the Chansey. Whirlpool comes in as Scad comes out in favor of York. The Lightning Rod, not intentional at all. Again, I don't plan for double battles, and so I forgot that York had the Lightning Rod ability, and boosting his special attack does nothing because he's got all physical attacks. But the Hydro Pump from Whirlpool able to finish off her Ditto, who had transformed into York. York goes down up against Callisto, at which point Legion comes in and Chansey comes back in, going down to the Bullet Punch. Mercury getting the Z conversion. This Z conversion Porygon was a pain in my butt this week. Did not anticipate that. I don't know anything about Z moves. At least outside of, oh, it's a powerful move. Like, the ones that do statuses and things like that, I know absolutely 0% about. So, yeah, I was not prepared for Z conversion Porygons this week, but I should have been, because you guys all knew about it. And Scad finishes off there. Thank you so much, Scad. Alrighty, battle number 3 up against Gym Trainer Epic Big Nick, and Epic Big Nick and I kind of had a bit of a discourse before our battle started. The first time I accepted his challenge, he had, I think he just had Loudred, or Exploud, whatever, Exploud and the Pidgeot, I think. And then the rest of his team, I believe, were Dragon types. There was a Garchomp, there was all these other, like, it was not a normal gym team. And so, I know that this is nothing against, we figured it out, he got a team that I was like, alright, fine, let's do this. But, this whole series, just as a PSA for everybody, this whole series is, the purpose of this series is the weekly themes. So don't, I mean, like, I know in the past we've been like, in the Dragon Gym, it was like, well, anybody who can learn Dragon Dance will accept, which most of the time that wasn't really an issue. But in this week, I think Epic Big Nick's idea was like, well, every Pokemon on this team knows a normal move, which Garchomp can't come into a normal gym just because he knows a normal move, sort of thing. So for you guys who I maybe have been too lax on the not sticking to the theme thing, but especially during gym weeks, you got to stick to the theme. Thanks so much, Epic Big Nick. Alrighty guys, here we go up against Gym Trainer Shionsaurus, and it leads off with his Digger Bee. Honey's going to set up the Shell Smash and get the Aqua Jet going. Not enough to finish out the Digger Bee, but it has Life Orb or something because it goes down either way. Whirlpool then comes in up against another Z conversioning Porygon there. It's going to throw up the Signal Beam, and Whirlpool's going to Volt Switch on out. York comes in. The Dark Pulse coming from the Porygon, finishing York off immediately. Legion comes in, throws out the Bullet Punch, but also going to get hit with a hard Dark Pulse. Gets 2 Bullet Punches up, though, and able to finish off the Porygon, thankfully. Mega Pidgeot then comes in and finishes off Legion with a Hurricane. Scad then switches in, is going to be confused, but going to have enough wherewithal to finish off the Mega Pidgeot for us. Staraptor finishing off Scad, as Toadette switches into the Heliosisk and going down to a Hyper Voice. Whirlpool goes down to a Hyper Voice as well, and Shionsaurus wrecks us once again. Alrighty, leading up against Gym Trainer Codeman with Mega Scad, and Mega Scad didn't make a whole lot of appearances this week, but I did have the Mega Stone on both Alakazam and Metagross. Metagross just ended up proving to be more useful in most instances, so I used that instead. Legion comes in the face of the Dazzling Gleam. I took Shadow Ball off of Scad this week, which was a bit of an issue occasionally, especially when we had like Z conversion Ghost Porygons. But I figured in a normal gym it wouldn't necessarily be a usable coverage. We also don't have a whole lot besides Legion to take on fairies though, so thank you so much, Codeman. Alrighty, here we go up against Gym Trainer Selene, Eleanor, and she leads off with her Diggersby as well, and Hanu sets up the Z conversion. Diggersby is going to finish us off though, and not going down to life orb damage like Shunna's did. Toadette switches out in face of the Pidgeot. Whirlpool comes in for the Heat Wave. Gonna throw up the Hydro Pump and finish off the Diggersby on switch in. Porygon Z then comes in, throws up the Tri-Attack here. Selene Eleanor didn't use the Z conversion on this Porygon, which was I was grateful for. But we do get some bad RNG here. I think we miss. No, I guess we land that Focus Blast, so that works out nicely. There is at some point some real bad RNG. I don't know if it's this battle or what, but I got really unlucky at one point or another. Yorick finishes off the Mega Pidgeot with the Flare Blitz. Yorick having the Thick Club doubles its attack stat, so I think Yorick's attack stat is even higher than like Mega Metagross or something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. Legion then switches in, finishing off the Pyro with the Bullet Punch. Heliosius switches in with the Thunderbolt. Legion able to finish off with the Earthquake. And Dewbear's going to come and get the Zen Headbutt, go down to the Hammer Arm though, and Selene Eleanor takes the day. So thank you so much, Selene. Alrighty, here we go up against Trainer Update 124, and Update has got the Ghost Porygon as the leadoff. By this point, I've already been up against one, so I'm able to get the knockoff going, and then the Aqua Jet, not enough to kill it, but then Legion can come in with priority and finish it off, so I don't let that thing rip through my team like others have done. Then we get the Hammer Arm going, finish off the Komala, pick the Toucannon? Yeah, Toucannon. Is going to get Legion burned, which is unfortunate, but he goes down pretty quickly to the Subwoofer anyway, so it doesn't end up being too much of an issue. The Brick Break does not kill, but the Shadow Bone will, so down goes the other... Both Dittos this week transformed into Yorick, which I think is fun. Whirlpool able to get the burn off on Chad. Chad sets itself up behind the Substitute, but going to get right back out thanks to the Hydro Pump. Starts setting up attack, but with the burn, not going to have enough power to knock out the defensive Whirlpool, and Whirlpool's going to be able to get it low enough for the burn to... No, the burn doesn't finish off, and we have to come back with the Volt Switch. Forgot about that. Toadette then comes in, going to set up the Z-Power, and just go ahead and wreck the Explode and finish off the battle. By that point, I was sick of losing, so thank you so much, Update. Sorry for the wreck at the end. Alrighty, the final gym trainer for today. We go up against Klungar, and he leads off with his shiny... Clefable there. Run to the mill, the Azumarill comes out. Azumarill is totally allowed because it used to be a normal type, or Azurill is a partial normal type, I think. Or what, since it got fairy type, is it even? Anyway, Toadette up against the General. I was hoping for an outspeed, but no, Toadette just dies. That is a horrible, horrific death. Hanu comes in and is going to set up. Misses the Stone Edge, however, and goes down to the Moonblast. Yorick comes in with the Bone Meringue, does okay damage. We do get the boost from the Thunder Wave there, but it doesn't matter because all of our moves are physical. We just didn't get paralyzed, which was nice. Diggersby finishes off Yorick. Scad comes in, gonna throw up that Focus Blast, gonna miss. Here's where we're missing all the Focus Blast. Chansey has a better, yeah, so specially defensive that doesn't really matter, but yeah, thanks Klungar for embarrassing me once again. And that brings us to the gym leader of the week, and this week it is the Espresso Cat. A really fun battle. This was one of our longer battles of the week, and just a nice back and forth here between me and ECat, so I figured it'd make a nice gym leader battle for the week. Hanu goes down to the Mega Audino. That thing was a beast. I threw up the Bullet Punch there, and Derp Queen is going to go down to a Hammer Arm, so unfortunately ECat's precious... oh crap, what is that? Derp Queen. I can't remember the Pokemon's name off the top of my head. Oh man, oh that's gonna bother me. Yorick goes down to Billie Jean, and Legion comes in, gets paralyzed by the glare, going to miss the Hammer Arm, but throw up the Earthquake and finish it off. At which point Whirlpool comes in and is going to go up against the Mega Audino. We set up the burn just to get a little bit of chip damage. It gets the Reflect going. This thing is crazy defensive. I had to, in the middle of the battle, I was like, okay, I don't go up against a lot of these things, so I pulled up Smogon to see what his stats exactly were, and it's like, oh man, there's really no good window here. I was like, is it more specially or physically, like thinking of Chansey? But no, it's just a beast. Legion is going to come in and take a Draining Kiss. We're going to force out the Audino at that point. We get the Bullet Punch going, and I realize, okay, so we're actually going to be able to... oh, this is where the RNG was so bad. I forgot about this. So yeah, I leave Legion in because, like, all right, one more Bullet Punch, we can finish off the Swellow. But we got paralyzed like 6 times in a row, and Legion, my Mega goes down due to Parahacks. Oh, it was so frustrating. Toadette then comes in, and I decided, okay, Bullet Punch. Let's go Bullet Punch. Or Bullet Speed. Or Bullet Seed. Woo! Words! And finally able to do that, and then finally able to finish off the Linoon. Thank you so much for participating in this ECat. Let's check out the spreadsheet, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we are with the spreadsheet, and I want to just take a moment to thank all of you guys for participating this week. I didn't necessarily have time with the new sped out format to really get to everybody, especially I think I missed out on thanking ECAT, who was our gym leader this week. So thank you to ECAT and everybody else who participated this week. I greatly appreciate it. Now, still OU, I'm not a huge fan of the OU tier, although this week was definitely more fun for me than last week. I think we lost more battles this week actually than we did last week even. But I don't know. I like normal Pokemon, so it was fine. But we did just complete the gym, and so what we are going to be doing now is moving into our next week's encounter, which means we need to roll 1 through 3 to kind of see what we're getting in terms of encounters. So we've got 1 through 3, and we get a 3, which is Evil Team. Okay. I don't remember how long ago the last Evil Team was. Well, I guess last week was Rival, so it's at least not a double up. But yeah, okay, Evil Team encounter again this week. So put together your OU Evil Teams, and I guess I will see you guys out there this week. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, put together your OU Evil Teams, and I will see you guys out there. Again, we're going to be doing Monday as usual time, so Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. EST, and Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. EST. And hopefully that'll work out. This last week was insanely... Wednesday was like the worst day of my week. But usually that's not the case. I just happen to have like a full day of meetings. And then my dog was also getting groomed. And so I was like running all over the place. I was a little late getting back. And then like I had to leave as soon as it was done. And it was like I was like doing work while I was doing showdown battles and things like that. So I feel bad that some of you guys probably didn't get the best battles you possibly could have, just because I was like so underwater on Wednesday. It was insane. I don't know how it happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. But yeah, Wednesday was bad. But for the going forward, I think it's worked every other week of this series. So Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. EST and Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. EST are going to be our times for battling. And yeah, I will see you guys all out there with your evil OU teams. Alrighty, guys, have a good one.